Well, g'day and welcome to Las Vegas. Welcome to Drive Time. Today we're going to chat about, what happened was this. I was chatting with a friend of mine about business. And unfortunately, most business people see business as like a lifelong sentence almost. It's like, I've started a business, I don't think I'll ever escape. I don't think it'll ever, I've got to be here every day. I got to work all the time. If I don't show up, the business doesn't work. If I'm not here, people do things wrong. If I don't turn up, everything seems to go awry. It's like there's this whole mentality of that the business isn't really a business, it's a job for the owner, and if the owner doesn't show up, nothing works properly. And I want to talk about that and look at the distinct differences between that and what I teach, and how you can create a business that, well, if you go back to my definition of a business is a commercial, profitable enterprise that works without you. So you might like to write that down. Commercial, profitable enterprise that works without you. Oh, thanks for typing in where you're at. We got 6 or 7 things that we need to cover off on today to help you understand how this works. So many moons ago, I met a gentleman by the name of Michael Gerber. And what Michael Gerber taught me was that there's a difference between building a job for yourself and building a business for yourself. And so ever since then, all I've ever done is try and build businesses that work so I don't have to. If my business works, I don't actually have to show up. If the business doesn't work, I have to show up. And so it's where this whole hustle and grind, the first thing we need to look at is this whole hustle and grind mentality. What I found is that if I'm so focused on working so hard myself, it covers up the inefficiencies of my business. And I really don't have a business. I have something where I'm working my tail off. So yes, type in where you're at and type in your biggest lesson. That is definitely the case. So what we need to get is through our mindset is that our goal is to build an asset. Our goal is to build something that is a saleable item, something that can be sold. And for it to be sold, it needs to be finished. So what does finished mean? Finished means the business works whether you show up or not. Finished means that whether you turn up or not, the business will keep growing. Now, if you've got to turn up for the business to keep growing, then you haven't yet built a business. You're on track to build a business, but you're probably working in it more than on it. You're probably doing the job, like if the business is, say, a locksmith business, you're always out there fixing locks or picking safes. You're not actually running the business and employing locksmiths to do the locksmithing work. So your goal is to do that, to build something that works. Now, when I teach, like my 30X business helps you learn all of the stuff to get there. My next level training course, 3-day course, and we're doing them virtual at the moment, of course. But when you look at those, the whole aim of it is for you to build an asset. And this is where when people go into business and they think it's about making cash flow is one level of making money in business. If you've got to make cash flow is only one way to make money. The biggest way to make money in business is to build an asset that is saleable, to build something that you can sell. If you can sell it, then it's a real business, okay? Otherwise, it's just a job and you work for a crazy person. Yeah, yourself. I still remember when I first started out, working my tail off 24/7, basically. I was working 6 and 7 day weeks, 10 and 12 hour days. And people say, well, that's why you're successful. No, that's why it took me so long to get successful, because in the beginning, I didn't do it properly. I was working too hard, therefore my business didn't work. It was covering up all of the problems that I had. If I'd learned to do marketing better in the beginning, I wouldn't have had to work so hard. If I'd learned to train people better in the beginning, if I'd learned to lead people, manage people, I could have. If I'd learned leverage products rather than doing products that I had to deliver myself. So these are some of the lessons we have to learn in order to build a business that works so you don't have to. If you haven't done 30X yet, you need to watch 30X. It's a $99 program. Just do that thing. Read all the books. Hang on, I have 17 books so that you can learn to build an asset. What would it be worth to you to go from having to work in the business every day to working on the business? What would that be worth to you to get that knowledge? Come on, learn this stuff. This is important for you to know and build a great business. How you build a business starts with how you build you. If you build a great business owner, then from there you can build a great business. It's got to start with you building you. You have to be the end game. You becoming a great entrepreneur has to be phase one. If you understand that you learning is the first step, then that's why you get a business coach. That's why you work with my team. That's why you do all of these things that you need to do in order to be able to build a business. You become a great business owner, a great entrepreneur, and then that naturally leads to you building a great business. It's like people. You don't build your business, your people do. If you build your people, then they can build the business for you. And of course, to build your people, you got to become a great leader, a great manager. You got to learn all of these aspects to it. If you think your business is going to grow without you learning more, you're crazy. Your business grows to your level of incompetence. The moment you run out of knowledge base, the moment you run out of how to do it, is the moment the business stops growing. So your job right now is to become a great entrepreneur. Your job is to become a better business person. As you become a great business person, you start building great businesses. So learn it, study it, understand it, become great at business. Read all my books, watch 30X Business, 30X Life. I'm recording 30X Wealth at the moment. But ultimately, or come to next level if that's what you want to do. Jump in the deep end and do it over 3 straight days. Learn fast. But my challenge to you is this. Are you building a job for yourself, or you're building a business that works so you don't have to? If you're going to build a business that works so you don't have to, then we're on the right page. Then we're building an asset. We're building a value. We're building wealth, not just cash flow. So take the time to start studying. What was your biggest lesson today? Type in your biggest lesson below. What are you going to do? Because if you type it in, it starts to become a reality, okay? Voice out what your biggest lesson of the day is so that you can start using it. Take care. I'll chat to you again on Drive Time tomorrow. Let's keep learning, let's keep growing, and let's keep building them businesses. Bye for now.